What is up, you guys? We are here to do my 2 month sobriety review because we made it to 2 months sober, y'all. We made it to 2 months. I'm proud of myself in that way. But this has been so stressful. I thought like it was gonna get easier each month, and this has been so much more stressful than my first month. If you haven't seen my first month sober, you gotta keep up with this journey, honey. So go ahead and watch my first month sober. I'll post it in the links down below. And yeah, maybe at the end of the video too. Voting pros and cons list. So we're just gonna get into it. And by the way, if you are new here, my name is Smiley, and welcome to my life. The first con I have with this second month of sobriety is that I've been hanging out with the people who still drink and smoke more. So it's just been making my life harder, which is what we're going to go into with the other cons. The second con I have is that my cravings are on 10. Bro, like it's just so hard. It's not getting easier. It's like so hard. Like I thought it would have been like at this point I would have been like, oh, I'm not even thinking about it. But no, I'm still thinking about it. And if it wasn't for me being in a situation that's like forcing me to stop, I probably would have already done it. But if it wasn't like if I didn't, because the reason why I'm sober is because of probation and I have to take UAs. So it's been so hard. So that's another con, I guess. I came so close to doing it so many times, especially when my UAs calmed down, because I was having to take 8 UAs a month. And out of nowhere, it stopped telling me to test for like almost 2 months. So I was this close, y'all. I was this close. But thank God, I waited to my meeting with my probation officer, and my stupid butt done told her like, "Hey, is everything okay?" It's telling me not to die. I have to take UAs, blah blah. She's like, "No, just keep calling." And I had a feeling she put in more UAs for me to take. So, lo and behold, that next week, the very next week, I had to take 3 UAs that week. I'm so glad I didn't fail. So somebody said, "Stay strong, girl. Stay strong, girl. Stay strong." And I'll stay strong. So haven't failed probation yet. I'm still not in jail yet. If you're looking for a little bit more information, again, watch my first one. If you're looking for more information on probation, all that, link down below. My fourth con is that I be feeling like a lame low key. Like if I'm going out, it was my brother's birthday on Memorial Day, and we went out to like this Korean barbecue hotspot place, and we went with his friends, and I'm cool with all his friends, so they're like my friends. They're like my brothers, really. And everybody's taking shots around the table, and they're all trying to give me a shot. I'm like, no, I can't drink. Oh no, I'm not drinking. Finally, I had to tell them like I'm on probation, and they kept getting drunk and like forgetting the fact I told them that I can't drink. So they kept trying to offer me shots. I'm like, no. So I just be like, when everybody starts to get their little vibe when they start drinking, and like you can tell they little like up, like, hey, I'm good. I'm just kind of sitting there, like, oh, I remember that. I used to be like the type before I was drinking and smoking. I used to be the type to like hype people. I never like to be around drunk people sober, but if they're a little hype, then I like to be around hype people. I like to hype people. I like fuck with people. And now I'm like, oh, this is so annoying. Like I can't drink, and I'm just like, hmm. Like y'all feel good. I know y'all feel good. I remember what that feels like. Y'all feel good, huh? Y'all not bad. Y'all not ever, huh? And then I can't really go with my coworkers if they're going to the bar or something because I don't want to just sit there at the bar while they taking shots and feeling good. Oh, there's other things you can do there. Watch TV and talk to it. No, no, I don't want to go and be around a whole bunch of drunk people sober. I don't like to do that. But anyways, that's the con number three. Wait, four. This is the last con, which is now I have to get off of CBD because I'm starting because it works for the first part with the transitioning from THC off of THC, but now I need to stop. I realize that I'm starting to hit the CBD like just when I want to, not when I need to. You know what I'm saying? So I need to lower it to the points where I just need to when I'm feeling or like you know what I'm saying stressed. That's when I'll hit it, and then even then like just kind of weighing it down. And I've already started that, so I hadn't smoked yesterday or the day before. I believe I was supposed to do it today, but I probably will cut that up. But yeah, I've already started to cut down on that. But that's what I realized. It's like now it's time for me to start cut down on the CBD, which is fine. That's really fine. But I am making a CBD review because this is my third pen. Once I get my fourth pen, because I was doing one CBD like every 2 weeks. That's how you know I was doing a lot. And now it's like one CBD pen like every 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. So now I'm already cutting it down, and then eventually it'll be like one for every 4 or 5 weeks. And, so on and so forth to the point that I'm just like fully sober. Because I really do want to get like fully sober before I get unsober, before I'm on my probation, so I can like have better control. Because I feel like if I went back to smoking weed right now, like hitting weed, there's a possibility that I can become a pothead again. And I don't want to be. I strongly don't want to become a pothead because of my pros. Let's go to the pros now. Okay, so the pro number one that I have is that I decided for sure that I'm never going back to smoking every day, all day, like I was going to, and drinking. I drink more often. I'm around people who's drinking more often. Um, so I decided like smoking. I'm more around potheads than I am alcoholics nowadays. So I'm like smoking might be more like a social thing because I don't even be around people like that no more. But the people I am around, they smoke more than they drink. So like maybe like sometimes when I go over there, not every time, and I don't drive right now, so I'm definitely not smoking and driving. That's for sure. That's the reason why I got my DWAI and I'm on probation. But so drinking like occasionally, like birthdays, celebrations, like or like I go out to a nice dinner, like have a margarita with dinner, like something small. But I don't need to begin like, oh, we gotta get turned up, like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to get to that level, especially if it's just like a Wednesday afternoon. Like like I don't like for what? Like you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I'm gonna go back just to casual drinking and smoking. And I'm really trying to limit. And the good thing that another pro that I forgot to put on here is that now like when I'm starting to be around people who smoking for a long time, it starts to give me a headache, and then I'm starting to like it starts to get me irritated like being around it. So that's a plus. That's a plus. And now like people I'm on the other side. People used to get on my nerves when they used to be talking about how people get high and they get slow and all that kind of stuff. But now people are starting to get on my nerves when they get high and they get slow. I'm like, bro, you too high. Like I was hanging out with my friend this weekend, right? I'm about to put y'all on. I'm about to switch. Oh Lord, he might watch this video. It's okay. I just have to tell the people. I'm sorry, but and he forgot. He went to the store. He's supposed to make some fries and some what the fuck is that called? Sloppy joes. And he went to the store and he forgot the oil for the fries. And I was hungry. I was like this high as shit. Like I know I wasn't this low high. Like bro, stuff like that is what makes me not want to go back smoking. So like, sometimes hanging out with people is okay. I'm still upset. That was like 2 days ago. Anyways, my next pro I have is because I'm on classes because of my probation. So I've been learning how to make better choices and have a mindset. And one of the big things he says is like, um, you have to decide if that's the person you are. Like, are you the type of person that you'll be okay Like imagine if someone hit your family drunk or high. You know what I'm saying? You would be tripping. And I'm like, yeah, I definitely remember stories when I was growing up about people drunk driving, killing somebody's friends that I knew or family members that I knew of my friends. Like, and I was like, well, they know they must be doing that, tripping, just tripping. And you know what I'm saying? Once you get behind the wheel, and this is about the mindset. So I know my morals is like, I don't want to be that person that harms somebody else's life. And that sounds so corny. Like, I remember me, I used to be like, good. Like, I used to go, I think one of my biggest problems was going by my own idea of what good enough to drive is. And if you're watching this and you go by that, like, bro, I don't be just driving if I'm too high. I don't drive if I'm too drunk. Listen to this video. That's another video I need to make is if you drive while drinking or smoking, listen to this. Because I used to be that person and look at where I'm at now. Like, I swear the day that I got pulled over, I wasn't too high to drive. And can't nobody tell me different. I don't care what classes they take me to. I don't care what therapy they put me in. I know myself, and I know I wasn't too high to drive to the point I was going to get in an accident. But look at where I'm at now. On probation for a year. Can't go see my nephew out of state. My mom just came back. I couldn't go visit my nephew, and I love him. I couldn't see him. He's only months old, and I couldn't go see him. And I have probation. Like I have to do community service. All just because my blood test came back, I was just barely a little bit high, barely, and I didn't even get I wasn't even too high to drive when they put me over. They pulled me over after hours after I smoked hours, bro, and look where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on probation for a year. I have to take community service. I have to do 12 classes, one class a week. I would do more if I could. I can't. And then I have to do 21 weeks of therapy because I smoked earlier in the day and got pulled over for barely being over the speed limit. Bro, it's just not worth it, bro. It's not worth it for putting somebody else's life at risk, of course. Of course, everybody knows that. But it's just not worth it, bro. Because even if you go by your own, that's something I learned is do not go by your own idea of what is okay for you to drive, especially when you high or drunk. Your mindset is not okay. If you seem like, oh, I'm looking, worlds ain't blurring, whatever, that's not a good enough explanation. If you know you've been smoking or drinking recently, do not get behind the wheel. Smiley is telling you, use me as an example. Please do. Please do. Because I used to smoke and drive all the time. Like every day. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Because I was thinking like, okay, I'm not stupid enough to get too high to drive. And if I felt like I was too high, I wouldn't drive. I feel like if I was too drunk, I wouldn't drive. I would never purposely put myself at risk or put somebody else's life at risk, you know? But again, look at me and look what happened now. So that's not a good enough mindset to have. So just don't do it, period. And another thing we talk about in class is I forgot what it's called, but when you do certain things so many times, it becomes like okay and it becomes like a habit. So I've been driving since I was 12. I've been smoking in my car since I was 18. So I'm like 17, 18. So it was years. I never even got pulled over before. So it was years before I even got pulled over. So then you get super comfortable. And even the police say that's when they catch the most criminals, is when they get comfortable. So don't make a habit of it, like I said. So if you think, oh, I've been doing this for years, I ain't finna stop. Look at me, okay? I'm 26 years old. It was almost 10 years later that I got pulled over finally got my life messed up. Now I'm gonna have a hard time if they don't take it off my record. I have a chance of getting expunged after my probation because this is my first offense. But if they decide not to, then my life is not ruined. But like it's gonna be hard for me to find jobs. I can't get any job that needs a clean record. I used to love doing driving jobs. That's my favorite job to do because you by yourself. I love doing Amazon because what all you gotta do is pick up the packages from the warehouse, and the rest of the day you by yourself. Like no manager, no nothing, no coworkers, no nothing. You by yourself. I love that. Lyft by yourself. Food delivery by yourself. Like I love doing driving jobs. And now look at this position I put myself in. And I could even be doing the job I'm doing right now and then like doing like Lyft or Amazon before it and or after it and making extra bread, making mad bread, and I can't even do that right now. And now I don't drive at all. Can't rent out another car to drive, and I can't. So if I did have to get another job to fill in that extra spot, come working part time, I would have to figure out a way around my bus schedule, around my job. It's just so much more of a struggle. So just don't do it. But again, my name is Smiley, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to join the journey with me to stay on my sobriety journey and all the other journeys I have going on, you just gotta look at the channel and figure it out. But I have so much things to talk about, so much life to share. This is my life, Smiley's life. So I just have a lot of things going on, from personal to spiritual. I mean, from physical to spiritual. So y'all just gonna have to stay tuned. I'm growing up, 26 years old, almost approaching 30. Okay. So I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. But to keep up with me, I'm gonna need you to subscribe. Honey, after you subscribe, you're gonna press the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a video. And that is it for the video. Break it down. And I'm out. Where?